The number one thing new parents want to know is, what's the best carrier? But I won't talk about that today. Instead, I'm going to talk about the 5 carriers to avoid. Hi, my name is Carla, and I'm a homeschooling mama of 5 and a baby wearing educator at the Baby Wearing Club. My hope is to encourage you in your parenting journey through the joy, love, and art of baby wearing. So be sure to subscribe if you love baby wearing too. These are in no particular order, but the first type of carrier you should avoid using is a buckle carrier without a waistband. The waistband serves a purpose. It helps offload baby's weight onto your hips. Without it, your shoulders and your back are doing all the heavy lifting, and this is really tiring and uncomfortable long term. Most of these carriers without a waist belt are also narrow base carriers, which means that not only are they not supportive for you as the wearer, but they're also not supportive for your baby's legs, thighs, hips. So remembering that many of these carriers without a waist also have thin, lightly padded or sometimes non-padded shoulders can become really uncomfortable as well as baby grows and gains weight. The straps will start to dig into your shoulders, and if there's no waist belt, it'll dig into your back as well. Another problem of having all of baby's weight on your shoulder is that most parents will compensate for this heavy load by leaning backwards, and now that's going to cause lower back pain. So just remember that if it doesn't have a waist belt, a waistband, it's not the most supportive carrier. The second type of carrier that's not worth your money are the ones called bag slings or just slings. In fact, these are actually really dangerous, as the various recalls prove. Bag slings tend to lack the adjustability needed to keep a baby in an upright, snug, close enough to kiss position. Typically, these carriers hold baby in a horizontal or leaning back position, which is a position that makes it way too easy for baby's chin to touch their chest. Unfortunately, these slings have been the cause of positional asphyxia, and there have been recalls made of this style of carrier. So please avoid this type. Oftentimes these are given secondhand or easily found in thrift stores. Just avoid them completely. They are not safe to use. The third type of carrier that I typically don't recommend are non-adjustable carriers like the size slings, size looped carriers. These come in set sizes, so they can't be adjusted in any way. It means that they usually can only be worn by the one caregiver. It can't be interchanged, so your partner wouldn't be able to use it the same way that you would. You would have to have separate carriers in that case. Also, the lack of adjustability means that it isn't a carrier that can be used long term, because once your baby starts to gain weight and grow, or if your size changes in any way, whether you gain weight or lose weight, it's not fitting you the same as it did when you first got it. And so your size has changed. The carrier size should change also. These tend to also have a limit of positions that can be used with them. Usually it's either centered on the front, off-centered, or on the hip only. So just keep in mind that it limits the versatility, it limits the longevity that you can use that type of carrier for. The fourth is one of my least favorites. It's the mother's bonding comforter or the mom bonding comforter. It's sold through companies like Trendmall Co., Zoberlo, Baby Amour, Sneakers. Basically, it's a knockoff of the Hippie Joey, which is a legit, what they call an assistant garment. But this knockoff of the Hippie Joey, which is technically not a hands-free carrier anyway, is the current biggest baby wearing scam. So save your money, save your time, avoid it at all costs. If it says mother's bonding comforter or anything like zoberlo, you want to stay away from it. One of the problems is that they're using stolen images, stolen videos from parents, educators, Hippie Joey themselves to promote their subpar product, fooling so many caregivers into thinking that they're buying the actual Hippie Joey, which is an excellent carry assist product. But what they are actually getting, if they get anything at all, is a very poorly made, low quality piece of garbage. Some parents haven't even received anything when they've ordered from Sneakers or Trendmall Co. So they've lost money in that way. Some people have received damaged items. Some people have received unusable items because the sizing was completely off. The seams have been ripping off of them, either prepackaged or as soon as they open the package and put it on, the seams have been ripping. So they're getting something that is completely unusable even once they put it on. They quickly realize that it isn't as advertised because in fact, it's not the same product as in the ads or in the videos that they're promoting. So please avoid that company, those companies. They use lots of different names. Avoid that at all costs. If you want a stretchy carry assist, the Hippie Joey is definitely the way to go, but don't get the knockoffs. Last but not least, are most Amazon, Walmart, and Temu carriers. It seems that anyone could sell anything on there, and one of the problems is that there's no quality check. There's no one checking to see if they're using high quality materials, fabrics, and hardware for these carriers. Nobody to check if the sewing is well done, if it's going to split apart as soon as you put your baby in there. So basically there's no accountability for these so-called carriers, which means you don't really know where it's coming from or what you're actually getting. So just be mindful that not everything sold on there is worth your while and safe for your baby to use. There are some companies though who do sell through Amazon, and they are legit companies that truly care about what you and your baby are using and ensure that you're both comfortable and secure. And so I have a list of those companies in the description of this video, so check that list if you are wanting to buy off Amazon. There are some really great options on there. I'm not saying that everything on there is a no-go, but just be sure to do your due diligence and check out if it's an actual reputable company that you are purchasing from. I hope you found this encouraging and helpful as you look for your ideal carrier. Let me know your thoughts. Leave me a comment, subscribe for more baby wearing content. And thanks for watching. Happy wearing.